Douglas. Okay, we covered a lot of ground, but I'm going to compress it into a brief tutorial. Diatonic series with triads. You have, start your triad, make sure you know major, minor, diminish, and augmented. Okay, augmented, repeat every major third, which means every 4 frets. And play diatonic series, major, minor, minor, major, major. And repeat that in A and E with triads, as many open strings around them as possible. And then do a minor series, minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major. And then finally, the pentatonic series means it's harmonized using the pentatonic scale to choose your root notes, minor pentatonic, but they're all major chords. So major, F, G, A, C, D. That sounds particularly good with full bar chords. You hear the rock and roll. E and A, you hear it more clearly. We talked about that blues figure that goes 1, flat 3, 4, 1, flat 3, 4, and then repeats that everywhere. Flat 3, 4, 1, 5 chord, 4, 1. That's kind of that sound. And then we just talked about interesting hybrids. So you can take the 1 up to flat 3, and then come down chromatically like you do in your song. Do that with each of the 4. You could go up from flat 3 to 4 for the blues sound. Or you could go straight to 4 and get a very diatonic sound. 4 and 5. Then we talked about a sort of a Dorian series that would go minor, minor, major, major. Very cool sound. So you can hybridize these to your heart's content. And we talked about whipping post, which starts in A but goes A major, B minor, and then flat 3, C major. I've been lied to. The chorus was D7, long D7 to long E7, and then just 1/4 dominant to the whipping post, and then finally a flat 3. Good Lord, it feels like I'm dying. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, then we talked about 6th chords, because this is really just an A minor over C, because there's no 5th. But the D shape allows you to get the 5th and the 3rd, so you can go. That's a great D6, and that travels nicely. E6, F6, G6, and it goes minor nicely. G minor 6, F minor 6. So that's a good option for those chords. We talked about the half diminished chord and how you should practice this, finger picking, and then if you just leave the pinky in place but flatten everything else, you get an E7 over B flat. That's a flat 5 substitution. So 7th chords often don't have 5ths in them, so you can just put the flat 5 in there, go to chromatic bass line going to 1. So it's 2, 5, 1, and then repeat it. 2, 5, 1. And we decided if you start on E, you can just do a whole series. You can give it some rhythm. Good with rhythms, make something up, but eventually you get to the F sharp, which is 2, 5, and you start it again. And incidentally, you're modulating down in whole steps. So then we talked about a whole tone scale, which is nothing but whole steps. Perennially unresolved. And we talked about the augmented chord is all major thirds, closely related, which you can hear. And then we talked about the diminished chord, which is all minor thirds. E, G, B flat, D double flat, E. same kind of theory behind it. And then we just reviewed all your modes. So Mixolydian, Lydian, major pentatonic, take out the 4th and the 7th. The my girl scale, add the minor 3rd in to get a twangy major blues scale. Then we reviewed your minor modes. Dorian, Phrygian, flat 2. Excuse me, harmonic. Do a minor pentatonic with no 2nd and no 6th. And then add the blue note, flat 5.